Alright, we're looking at our TinkerCAD intro, and some of you may have been on TinkerCAD before. So just please follow along for the first minute or so as we go through this. So you're going to follow this video posted below. It'll be posted here after the video. And through the video, you will answer questions, and at the end, you will submit a website URL. And I will show you how to do that throughout this video here. So the first thing is going to TinkerCAD. And when you get there, it's going to look just like this right here. It's a pretty cool program. You can design some things, build things, create things, and it's connected to our printers here in school, and it's all online based. So it says join now up here, but we're actually going to go to sign in because you already have an account, believe it or not. So sign in, and then once you get here to sign in, you're going to come to a screen that asks you for your email or your login information. You're not going to type anything in quite yet. You're going to go or sign in using social provider. And we're going to be choosing Google. So please choose Google. And this is the way you should be signing in every single time that you get to TinkerCAD. This does take a minute or so. And please select your PC Schools account. And again, this takes a minute or so to log all the way in here. Alrighty. Your first time logging in, you're not going to get quite a screen like this. This is called your dashboard though. Your dashboard is where everything is saved at. It's the organization page. Sometimes you're going to have the spinning wheel of death here, and you don't see a picture. That's okay. If there's no picture there, believe it or not, there's still a design there of some sort. Now, if you don't see this page, what I need you to do is I need you to click on the TinkerCAD logo in the upper left-hand corner. So right here, upper left-hand corner, TinkerCAD logo. And again, this will just take you right back to your dashboard. Now, most of you will have nothing there as of yet. Nothing, absolutely nothing is there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start by creating a brand new design here. So creating a brand new design. This does not take as long to load up here. First thing you'll notice here, up in the upper left again, is the name. Amazing Go-Go for this one. It's a bunch of gibberish usually. We're going to change this to TinkerCAD Intro, and I'd like for everyone to do that, please. So TinkerCAD Intro. And this just helps us keep our documents organized as we go through here. So the blue area here, this is my work plane. This is what it looks like. Now, I want you to go ahead and click with 2 fingers down on your trackpad and move around. You can see I'm getting a bunch of different views of my work plane. You can see up here, I'm also rotating this box here so I can see different views. This is another way to rotate things around. And I can click on the front and just go solid front view. I can rotate it to the bottom and I can rotate it all the way to the top to get a top-down view. I can also switch to different views to give it a little bit of a different view if I want to switch to orthographic view or perspective view. And that'll make a little bit more sense later. And this also takes me to a home view. Right here, this would fit everything in the view, and then zooming in, zooming out. And I can also do that with my fingers, just as you would scroll down a web page. Over here, the next thing I want to talk about is are basic shapes. So these here are the TinkerCAD basic shapes that you can do stuff with. We're going to fool around with some of these in a moment. Then down here you'll see text numbers, characters, connectors, shape generators, all and featured. And then there's circuits also, printable stuff, and you can also favorite some stuff too if you wanted to, and create your own shape generators. We're going to take a look at basic shapes again. What I would like for us all to do is let's drag a star out there. So the yellow star that you see. I'm going to drag this out here. And it's yellow. I can change the color up here if I wanted to. I could also have custom color. I could do transparent. These are just in the 3D modeling program. Ultimately, you only be able to print in one solid color. So looking at this here, I can go ahead and move it around my work plane, like so. And I can zoom way out here, but I can still click on the star, and I want you to press the letter F. And you see there what the F stands for is focus. Along with this video, we're going to have a printout of a bunch of shortcut keys that will help you out immensely. But again here, if I press, click the star, press the letter F, it focuses in there on it. That helps us out immensely. Now, I'm going to take this star here, and I'm going to click on the box here in the lower right. Now, I can just click, drag, shrink, stretch, do all kinds of crazy stuff with this. But what I want to do now, and I just moved it around, I want to undo that. So to undo it, there's the undo button, or you're going to hit Command Z, undoes it. So it brings it back to a normal star. I'm now going to hold the Shift key, and I'm going to stretch this out here. And let's keep on stretching, 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 stretching. We are going to stretch this out to, we're going to bring this over to, well, let's just keep on stretching. And I want you to get it a little bit above 100. So everyone, get one of the sides just above 100. Cool, just like that. We're also going to make the thickness, okay, so here I can change the thickness and stretch it down. Notice I have a different view. And I'm going to change the thickness to 10. And to do this exactly, I can just click on this white box and type number 10 and enter. Now this is 10 millimeters. So we are in millimeters here. You can see it down here in millimeters. Now I'm going to get a different view of it. Cool, I got a star now. Now I'm going to also place, let's place a heart on my star. So I'm going to take the heart and I'm just going to drag it right out here somewhere. And I want to actually see the star, so I'm going to stretch it up a little bit. Cool. Now I'm going to change the star, or the heart, to a hole, like so. And then I'm going to select both the heart and the star and select across it like so. And then I'm going to go over here to the Align tool. This is a new tool. I could also press the key L on my keyboard. And L will start aligning things. So I want to align that heart to the center of the star. Right here center, and right here center. It keeps things aligned. And what you can see right there is like, oh, well, it's not quite center. That's not where I'd call center. So I'm going to use my arrow keys, and I'm just going to move it around to where I think center of that star should be. And then maybe I'll rotate it. I'm going to rotate it. And here I can rotate it on the outside if I go every single degree. Or on the inside, if I'm clicking, I can go by 22.5 degrees. Now I'm going to go 22.5. That looks pretty good. And let's say right around there is the center. Cool. Now I'm going to select my heart and star again. And I'm going to go up here to the group tool. The group tool is going to group items together, and let's watch what happens. It just cut it out. Cool. So that's how I go about cutting shapes and making my own intricate designs. So right now you should have a star that's at least 100 millimeters by 100 millimeters with a heart cut out in the center. Some other things on here that I could see. You could play with the ruler tool, drag that down here, and you can see if I click on the star now, it's going to give me exact dimensions of my star, so I can see how big it is. And using TinkerCAD, it's usually a good idea to also have like a physical ruler in front of you. Dismiss the ruler now. You can also see here orthographic view, perspective view. Just gives you a little bit of a different view of your object. I like keeping things in orthographic view personally. Get a home view, and then you could also add some other things on here. So let's say I want to put a text on there, and I'm going to drag that text out there, and I'm just going to say I'm going to label this how about just star. And I can now drag this out, and I'm going to raise it up. You haven't seen this yet, so raising up and down there by that arrow key. And then I'm going to move it over here on top of the star there. And looks like I need to move it down a little bit so I can see in between, just like that. So I need to move it down a tiny bit. What's it at right there? And right there. Perfect. Then I also want to shrink it down, so I'm going to hold the shift key, keep on shrinking, and you can see it's sitting right on top of my star now. And I'm just going to take it over here, drag it over to the side. And this here would then print just like that. There's my star. Now I'd select it, and I'm going to group it again, just to connect things. Cool, just like that. Alright, there's a brief introduction to some tools and things in TinkerCAD. Biggest thing, I love the align tool, and I love the F key, which is focusing. It helps out a ton for aligning things. I can also use a duplicate key up here. We have paste, copy, and trash if I want to delete something. Oh, and the undo. If I make a mistake, I can always undo something. Cool. All right, that is good for our first. Oh, actually, we're not done yet. You need to go ahead and go up to this plus symbol in the upper right-hand corner, little dude right there. You're going to click on it, and this is going to generate a brand new link for us. Click on generate new link, and then I'm going to copy this link right here. Then I am going to be over here on 5.1, and I'm going to paste the link onto this assignment. You're submitting a website URL again. So that's your website URL, and that's what you'll submit. Thanks, guys.